complimentary, but thank you. It's very flattering. And it's a pleasure to be here. I started practice in 1996, and my practice focus has been galvanized on chronic illnesses because my dad had a diagnosis of dilated cardiomyopathy, which was going on for about 20 years. And we took him to the best cardiologists in New York City. His cardiologists were the president's cardiologists and the presidents at the time. And they couldn't help. And they wanted to give him a heart transplant. He had a few months to live, they said, without a heart transplant. And I was finishing up residency at the time. I was doing research in microbiology and immunology of Burgdorferi, the Lyme bacteria, as well as ehrlichiosis. And I had learned that Lyme can cause dilated cardiomyopathy. So I talked to my dad's cardiologist. I said, holy moly, before going to a heart transplant, we should at least evaluate him for Lyme. And he basically looked at me like I was crazy and wouldn't even check him. He said, he doesn't have Bell's palsy, he doesn't have arthritis, it's not Lyme. And here we are living in a Lyme endemic area, and every other house basically has a case of Lyme. So he's like, if you want to do it, you do it yourself. You're a doctor now. And I did, and I checked him for Lyme. His test was negative. So I was like, okay, I looked at it from a risk-benefit analysis. Before I went to med school, I went to a business program at University of Pennsylvania at the Wharton School. And it's all about risk-benefit analysis. Then when we become doctors, it's all about reading guidelines. And I didn't really care what the guidelines said about Lyme. I just cared about my dad surviving. And if, I took 3 years of doxycycline when I was a kid for acne, and it's a relatively safe drug, and it's a hell of a lot safer than a heart transplant. So I gave him some doxy, and he responded. He had what's called a Herxheimer reaction, where it actually got worse, and then he started feeling better. And to make a long story short, within a year, his heart function normalized, and he never needed a heart transplant. He's 88 years old, and that was a long time ago. So that's what put me on the path and really set it for me. But